guys, I'm Angie.
And I'm Lou.
We're Eat, Sleep, RV, Repeat.
And today we've been challenged to do the 10-question RV challenge. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. 10 RV questions.
10 RV question challenge. You know what we're talking about, right?
So CampNHarmony challenged us to do the 10 RV questions. And
Janet and Brian, if you watch their video, make sure you watch the bloopers.
wait till all the way to the end because the bloopers are funny. Janet starts cracking up and she gets so red.
I laugh the way she does, uncontrollably once I start. So when I started watching her laugh, I started laughing too.
And laughing is contagious. So it's like, how can you not have a blooper laughing that you're not going to get your audience to laugh with you too, you know?
Yeah, I was like tearing up and everything.
It was awesome.
It was great. I'm sorry, Brian. All right, so let's start.
Question number 1, Lou's going to ask them. I'm going to answer first, and then she's going to follow up with her answer.
That's true.
And by the way, we haven't discussed our answers with each other.
Exactly.
She texts herself the questions and answers, and then she texts me the questions, so I text myself the answers. So we have it here just as backup. So we don't know each other's answers yet.
Yeah, we're going to surprise each other. I thought that'd be fun. All right, question 1. What's the one thing you would change about your RV?
I'm going to address her face motions. As you guys know, we're not full-timing it yet.
Yeah.
We have it parked outside in the parking lot. We don't have it hooked up. So it is crazy hot in here right now. So she is sweating up a storm.
I'm sweating up a storm, and I petted Lexi.
So now the hairs.
And I had a bunch of hairs in my hand, and then I wiped my face. Well, now I have like a bunch of hair on my face that's tickling me.
All right. So I'll let you catch up with that before we start.
I'm like twitching everywhere, like, oh my god. There's so much hair on my face right now. Alright. I think I'm okay.
Alright. So we asked me question number 1.
Question number 1. What's the one thing you would change about your RV?
I think I remember the answer, but let me double check. More counter space. So after camping in it this weekend, I felt like I was just limited to the little counter next to the kitchen. We have this here just for show and tell purposes of the video. Mm-hmm. But this is going to be full-time bed, so we're not going to have this.
Right.
The only counter space is over there, which I'll insert a clip right now. Super tiny. So for cutting food, for decorating. So like I had the Christmas tree there, but I also had to do the cooking prep. And I also have to have a mat to dry my dishes while I'm washing dishes. And it's just not enough space for everything. So I would love more counter space.
I have plans for the counter space that I haven't shared with Angie just yet. To accommodate her a little bit more. And I have some creative ideas about this as well. So I'm going to keep that between me and me right now. Okay. Anyway, the answer to my question is I would change the size of the fridge.
Okay, wow, that should have been my answer. But I guess I was already prepared when we got this RV, like compromise.
Right.
So I'm not as upset with it. But wow, you're still...
Yeah, I would still want a bigger fridge.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll insert a clip of our fridge here as well. Showing that.
All right, question number 2. What's the one thing you did not expect when you purchased your RV?
I didn't expect that I was going to feel like a giant inside the shower. It's such a confined, tight space. Like looking... at the RV when we were shopping, I looked up like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a high platform, but not a big deal. I don't think I stepped inside of it and then stepped inside of it with the shower closed. So when I actually took a shower in it, I was like, holy crap, my head's like practically in the skylight and my shoulders against the wall and the other shoulder against the shower, and then the shower head like against my chest. I felt enormous in there. I was like, I don't know, a giant. So I did not expect that.
Yeah. I had a completely different experience with the shower. But for me, what I didn't expect was the kindness and helpfulness of the RV dealership.
Oh, yes.
I didn't
They're
expect
so
Scott and Esmond to be so kind, and I didn't expect them to work so diligently with us. I didn't expect them to be so patient. And I also didn't expect them to fight so hard to get us what we wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, I would
We
agree
had a
with
very,
that.
I should say me, I had a very specific price point that I was not going to waive from in any direction. And while that's not true, I would have paid less. But yeah, I didn't expect them to work so diligently and so hard to get us exactly what we wanted, to continue the relationship and make sure that once we pulled the rig out of there that we had everything we wanted exactly the way we wanted it, and to keep up with us up until last week.
Yeah.
We got an email from
She still emails with questions.
from Joe, which is Esmond's son.
Yeah.
Just checking in, making sure we're having a good time, reminding us that if there's anything that we need, that they're there for us, and that they want to make the experience pleasant and positive. So that's what I didn't expect. I expected the complete opposite of
Yeah,
that.
I mean, so many RV dealerships are just so, like, hands off. This is what it is, and that's it. Buyers beware. And if you have an issue, forget about that warranty because you're going to be on hold, right?
Well,
like,
having said that, it's always buyer beware.
yeah.
Okay?
But
I'm a true believer that if I wouldn't have found the damage in the RV, they were not going to tell me about it.
Right.
You know? So it's always buyer beware. When you buy a house, when you buy a car, whatever it is you buy, due diligence. You must protect yourself, you know? But I mean, from our previous experience, from other RVs that we saw, you know, we found the damage, and the first time around it was, okay, well, we'll take care of that. When we found, you know, secondary damage or additional items that we wanted addressed, they were like, sorry, we're not going to take care of that. It was a completely different experience with Southern RV. They were willing to address every single issue that we had, and let me tell you, I'm a picky person.
Yeah. And still to date, if anything comes up within the first 30 days, they're like, bring it back. Bring it back. We're going to take care of it for you. So
absolutely.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Question
All right,
3.
number 3. What was the deciding factor for purchasing your RV?
I think for this particular RV, we had already like narrowed down a lot of things. So the deciding factor was size and layout. We had a lot of boxes to check off, and I think even though obviously price is a big factor, the deciding factor for this was the price and the layout of it, I believe, on my part. What about yours?
On my part, number 1 is always price. Can I afford it? And when I mean afford it, I mean we actually bought the RV outright.
Yeah.
We don't have a
Cash.
loan.
No.
We don't owe anything anyone. We own the RV outright. So, and our goal is once we go on the road full time is to not have any debt. To have 0 debt.
Right.
And so, you know, that's a challenge. It's going to keep us stationary for a while.
Yeah.
And then the second thing for me was the length of the RV. I really didn't want anything over 20 feet. I was really willing to compromise to 22, but I would have been kind of like, you know, not really. But 20 was like, for me, a perfect length. And this is 20.
Yeah.
Not on the inside, on the outside, from tail to tail, from head to tail.
Right.
From head to tail, yeah.
Okay.
20 feet. And a bonus that I got with this RV that I really wanted was a wall unit AC. And I know a lot of people don't like those, and I understand all the reasons for it. My reason for it is that I can buy a $100 AC at Walmart, and I can replace it myself, and I don't have a hole on the roof, and I don't have additional height with the AC.
And thousands of dollars of a replacement if it breaks.
Exactly.
Versus a $100 replacement.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Those are
good ones.
Okay, number 4. What's your favorite camping meal?
So, you gotta realize we've only gone out with her once. We did have the Jayco, and we did have the little teardrop, the other Jayco, the larger one. But I would say to date, there's going to be many meals to come because you guys are going to see once we're living in here, there's going to be a lot of cooking videos. But the most obvious, I'm a beef girl. So grilling steaks, especially ribeyes, and charred vegetables. That's just, I can eat that every day. Especially on the grill, that smokiness of, the fire.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. My favorite food is going to be anything barbecued.
Yeah,
Anything on the grill, and the flavor that it adds to the food, and then the smell of the fire itself. I love
aromatics.
I love the smell of the fire. So that's whatever you put on the grill is gonna work for me. All right, number 5.
Okay.
What is a must-see destination?
Actually, my answer is you tell us. Yeah, we did a cross-country trip from here to Vegas together for our honeymoon, and we had multiple stops. But those were short stops. We were in each place for like 2 to 3 days. So we didn't explore as much as we wanted to explore. And our plan is to basically become locals. We're not going to fly through places for a couple of days. We might stay in different cities for 2 to 3 months at a time. Because we want to be locals. We want to see everything and explore everything. So you tell me for this answer. I don't have one yet.
I don't know about 3 months.
No?
2 to 3 months? Yeah.
That's what I thought.
30 days.
30 days.
A month to 6 weeks, I think.
But not necessarily in the state, in city. So, like, for example, a month in Austin, a month in San Antonio.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So that's fine. Yeah.
My answer is like a 2-part answer. So, as far as city, a must go back and see is Austin. I have to go back to Austin. I have to stay there for a while. I want to explore the art and the music in that area. And I didn't have a chance to do all that I wanted to do. I also want to take a look at the bats. Under the bridge bat
we
thing,
missed
the bat
that.
release.
We didn't learn about that until after we left. And again, we were only there for a few days, so we tried to cram a lot of things in.
Right. And then the second part to that is towels. I want to visit Georgia O'Keeffe's home. I'm a huge Georgia O'Keeffe fan, and that is a huge bucket list for me. So when I saw that question, those 2 things came to mind.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's funny because I think Austin was her favorite place out of our honeymoon trip, and Albuquerque was my favorite place.
Albuquerque's beautiful. New Mexico as a whole is beautiful.
I loved it.
Number 6. What is your favorite thing about RVing?
This might shock Lou, or maybe not because she knows I've changed a lot in the 16 years we've been together, but tiny living. The tiny living and being able to travel and explore different places. I've always been like that girl that wanted the big house with a big white, picket fence. So going from that to now wanting to just live as small and confined as much as possible is a shocker. It's a big life change, like personality change for me. But the traveling part, I'm an explorer. I'm adventurous, so that I don't think is shocking in any way.
For me, it makes Angie happy. That's really my answer. I like stationary life. I would probably prefer having a place, having a home, having a small apartment or a studio somewhere, and then having the travel trailer, and I can go out with spurts at a time, 3-4 months at a time, come back home, relax, go out again. That would probably be, in my mind, closer to my travel style. Full timing it is Angie's idea, and I'm along for the ride. So what I like the most about RVing is that it makes Angie happy.
Aww. Come on, cue everybody. Aww. All right, baby.
All right. So number 7 is, what is your least favorite thing about RVing?
That's going to be an easy one for me. Not necessarily what's my least favorite thing right now, but what's going to be my least favorite thing. And I think that's going to be coming back to our hometown. Because we live in South Florida, all the snowbirds come down here. And we want to come back during the winters and basically become snowbirds ourselves to escape the cold, to catch up with things like taking Lexi to the vet, catching up with our doctor's appointments, doing everything we need to do. And the prices at the RV parks really do skyrocket here during the high season. So it's like, I don't want to pay more to live in my hometown just because other people are coming down here.
Yeah, they double, sometimes even triple.
It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
The weather's so awesome though here during the winter and fall.
It is.
So, to date, to this video, my least favorite RV thing.
What's that?
backing up this trailer into the parking space at our apartment building.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's a combination of fear, anxiety, just an overall, just a bad feeling. And to give you some perspective, we live in a triplex.
Mm-hmm.
And so our parking area is that size. There's 4 parking spaces.
Right.
And although this RV is small, it's 20 feet, I believe it's 8 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
That is basically the width of the parking space,
Right.
8 feet.
From line to line.
And there's a car next to it, and another car, and another car.
Yeah.
We only have 4 parking spaces.
And we're all the way at the edge, but the electric pool is there too.
Yeah. There's a wood fence and
The electric post.
wood post for the
Post is like right by the line too, so it's like you're squeezed in.
I'm not good at it. I've only done it, I think 3 times now.
Oh, yeah.
But, oh
Bringing
my
it
goodness. Dread. Dread does not express how I feel about having to back this up. I think I'm willing to cancel trips that are less than a week if I have to bring it back to
Yeah,
the States.
she did tell me, and I was like, okay, so we booked a trip for your birthday and for our anniversary, and she's like, oh no, no, I do not want to back this back up into here.
No, I mean, if we're going to be out 3 days, two nights, 1 day, I really don't want to go through the hassle of backing the trailer up. Because it's difficult. It really is difficult to maneuver, especially somebody new like me that's never like backed up something like this. It's just, it's daunting. It gets me in a bad mood.
It gets me in a bad mood
It
too,
gets me
but I
cranky.
keep trying to stay in a good mood because I don't want you to get in a bad mood. So I'm trying to direct her, but I feel like I'm not directing her right. And it's just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it, I don't know how many cars had to make a U-turn and go another route.
Yeah, it was block. It's only a 2-way.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many times like a car came, made a U-turn and left. And I can't imagine like what they were calling me. I actually didn't feel stressed by that. I did not feel stressed by the cars that needed to make a U-turn because big deal, make a U-turn, go the other way. It really didn't bother me. I was really, really focused on what I had to do. So yeah, that's my least favorite thing with the RV right now.
Right.
All right, next question. All right, number 8.
Number 8.
What is on your wish list for your next RV?
I think we have the same answer for this one.
You know?
Yeah. I think our next RV is going to be a truck camper.
I didn't expect that.
So yeah, it might be smaller a little bit, probably not that much smaller, but a million times easier to drive with and maneuver.
Yeah.
Navigating
I know that
has
this
been
sounds
challenging.
weird since we've had this RV for like a month and we're already planning our next RV. It's not going to happen anytime soon.
No.
Okay.
No.
But the question came up, and so, it brought up curiosity. And yeah, for me, I think I have a couple of people that I'm subscribed to on YouTube that have truck campers. Catherine Gregory has a truck camper. I think it's RV Frugal Girl,
Okay.
Gal, or something like that. She has a truck camper also. And the ease, it's like having a Class C,
Uh-huh.
right? Because it's sort of the same configuration.
Right.
But with a Class C, you can't drop off your camper, your trailer, and drive away. You have to have a tote, or you have to take it everywhere. And so my theory is, if I go to, let's say, BLM land, for the sake of this question,
Right.
and I find a, killer spot, I can drop off my camper and still use my truck to get places to do whatever I want. Whereas if you have a Class C and you don't have a tote, you're driving that in and out. If you have a
Class
van,
B too. Yeah, Class B is also.
right, a B or a van, you sort of run into the same issue. You set up camp, you break camp to go somewhere. You come back, you set up camp, you break camp to go somewhere.
And somebody might take the spot that you wanted.
Exactly.
Wanted to keep.
Exactly.
So.
But it maneuvers just the same.
Mhm.
You can probably fit in a regular parking space without any issues. You can fit at any campground. You're not going to have an issue.
Yeah. Tent spots.
Yeah, if you have enough solar, you can get a tent spot because you're gonna fit.
Sometimes the tent spots have electricity.
Sometimes they have electricity.
So.
A lot of times they have water.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the maneuverability of it is what's attracting us both.
Yeah.
You know, and it'll end up being more or less the same size because, as Angie puts it, it's a mini fifth wheel.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said it's a mini fifth wheel.
It was a great analogy. I was like, oh wow, yeah, it's a mini fifth wheel, but that fits in the trunk of your truck. So yeah, we have the same answer without discussing it. That's pretty cool.
First
like that.
one, that's the same.
I'd like it to have a dinette.
Okay, I mean, we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Catherine has a little dinette.
Yeah, she has a little.
And we can always get one that has like the lagoon table, so it moves around. Yeah.
All right, so number 9. What's your favorite adult beverage at camp?
I almost answered Diet Coke and rum, but then I was like, you know what? I really don't have that as much anymore, even though it's keto friendly. And then I was like, you know what? I like whiskey a lot. That she's gotten me into. But in all reality, I think the thing I drink the most, so being realistic, is red wine. I enjoy red wine the most.
I would agree with that.
Yeah? Yours is red wine too?
No, for you.
Oh, okay, for me. You're going to say whiskey.
The red wine is the one for you. Yeah.
Shiraz, Merlot, Cabernet, good to go.
Yeah.
Can't do ports. Too sweet.
Yeah, they're delicious.
So good.
Yeah. If I'm staying in keto, I'm going with the low-cal light beer.
The Michelob Ultra.
Yeah, the ultra lights, and they're actually pretty good.
They're
not as bad as I thought they were going to be. If I'm outside of keto, I would go with a stout.
Oh yeah,
I love stouts.
That is all you.
I love stouts.
That is all her.
The thicker they are, the better. And whiskey. I love whiskey too.
That's what I thought your answer was going to be.
Yeah,
Whiskey.
but whiskey's keto.
Yeah, whiskey's totally keto.
But also, whiskey has to be reserved for cold nights.
And since we're mentioning keto with this alcohol, let me just correct. Yes, they're keto, but for those of you considering it, when you consume alcohol, you're basically pausing your ketosis stage. So you're not burning the fat anymore because right now it needs to burn off that alcohol. So you're not out of ketosis, it's just on pause until you burn off the alcohol and then it'll go back to burning fat. Just a little FYI, if you're interested.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Number 10.
Number 10, last one?
Last one, that's it. What's your favorite RV accessory?
What did I write? I almost started guessing. I actually wrote, none yet, but I suspect it's going to have to do with better tasting water. And we'll figure something out for that. I think Lou has a couple of ideas. We have heard from other RV channels that the water is going to taste differently at all parks. We did invest in a filter, which we showed in one of the 3 unboxings.
Right.
But it still didn't, it wasn't bad, but me in particular, I am super picky. I'm a water snob about how my water tastes, and I didn't enjoy it. I didn't drink it.
Yeah, so it's either going to be like a huge investment, like a travel Berkey, or water bottles.
Yeah. Well, water bottles then won't be an RV accessory. I was thinking we might get additional filters or the Berkey. So
I don't think that additional filters with the water changing with each location is going to satisfy your needs.
Okay.
I think she's going to need like the really expensive travel Berkey that is like a down payment for a house. Knowing Angie. So we'll get back to you on that one. For me, my favorite RV accessory right now, in the taping of this video, is this.
Oh.
I love this little tree.
It's so cute.
She did a great job decorating it. It's adorable. Yeah, I can't stop looking at it. This is my favorite RV accessory right now.
And it's an $8 investment. So the tree, the garlands, the lights, and the star are all from Dollar Tree. So $1 each. And then these little balls were actually from Five Below. And I think they were $3. So that's $7. Oh, I said $8 investment. Right? Yeah, that's it. So a $7 Christmas tree. It is
It's
really
adorable.
cute.
It really is.
Yeah.
I did nothing. I just added the lights before the video.
Right? And she shocked me. Yeah, she surprised me with the lights. The lights weren't there before.
Mm-hmm.
If you see our previous video when we were camping, they weren't there before. So she just did that today.
Yep.
So cute.
So that's the end of the 10-question RV challenge. And now it's our turn to challenge other RVers.
And we're each going to challenge someone. So we're not
Yeah.
just going to say one channel. I'm going to say someone and Lou's going to say someone.
And I think Lexi's going to say one too. Is that a channel? No.
So I'm going to challenge the Wanderland Travelers and Paco. Which I hope is recovering quickly and feeling better from his kidney stones. So yeah, we challenge you. I look forward to hearing all of your answers on this 10 RV questions challenge. I am especially interested in hearing the question about what's your favorite destination. So looking forward to hearing about that.
I'm challenging Dori Mena and Fiona.
Fiona.
I would love to hear all your answers. I'm particularly interested in what's your favorite camping meal, because they make a lot of yummy stuff.
They do, huh?
So there you go.
If you like this video, if you like our answers, please give us a big thumbs up.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have already, we truly appreciate that. It helps us out tremendously. Make sure you hit the notification bell if you haven't already so that you can get notified every time we put up a video. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Are you sweating?
A little
I'm
bit.
sweating a lot. Like, a lot. Like, I don't know if I'll survive through the 10 questions.